Welcome to the Hey Girl podcast, y'all. I am officially back again. I know you guys are probably tired of me, but it is okay. We are back in full effect, back with our weekly episodes. And as you see, I have a special guest with me. He goes by Zach. And if you know him for real, Wealthy Zach. And he's going to put us on to game on how to get your coins right, because it's about to be a new year and it's not too late to get your affairs in order. Okay.
For sure.
So I want to start off with the quote of the day, as it is going to be, get your money right and not your funny right. All right? All right.
That's
so, dope. Zach, introduce the people to who you are, what they should know about you. Just, give them a little tea.
So my name is Zachary O'Hara. I'm from Queens, New York, born and raised. I go by wealthy _ Zach on Instagram. And I'm basically a financial consultant. We help entrepreneurs, real estate investors get access to capital. But I'm also a father as well of a 5-year-old son. So I know a little bit about, relationships and stuff.
And fatherhood.
And fatherhood.
Shout out to you. Yeah. Shout out to the dads that's present in their child's life. Because we need fathers, because you see the damage that's done when a father is not present.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you spoke about fatherhood and how you have a cute little 5-year-old.
Yeah.
I want to know.
He's not little no more.
He's not little? Nah. He's 5 going on 50?
Yeah.
So I want to know, do you want more kids?
If the situation presents itself and I'm with the right woman, for sure I want more kids. Yeah.
Okay. So like y'all heard him.
Rascals,
3 more?
I don't know. In today's, situation, is
kids are expensive.
They're expensive.
I was looking at daycare prices. It's the prices of rent.
Yeah, mine is a little bit cheaper. For my son, his is only like $800 a month, but that's still
only.
Yeah, that's still a lot.
That's a new iPhone.
Yeah, nah, for real.
You know what you can get $800?
Some people's be like $1,600 for like one.
Yeah, that is true. Like, I'm not gonna lie, my aunt, she just had a newborn too, and she was looking into it. I was helping her, and we was going over places, and it was literally like from $1,200 to $1,700.
What?
I'm like, crazy. That's a studio apartment.
Exactly. And then plus, when they turn 18, you gotta send them to college if you choose to.
At least you got 18 years to build on that. That's something I also want to talk about, like on like accounts that you think is beneficial to open, but we'll save that for the ending.
All right,
so cool. I have some icebreakers for you.
All right.
It's gonna be called this or that. This or that, okay?
This or that, got you.
So it's like a mini game, so you just gotta answer quick, like hot potato. So toxic or peaceful?
Peaceful.
OJ, orange juice or apple juice?
Apple juice.
Skinny or thick?
Thick.
Light liquor or dark liquor?
Dark.
Ew. What? Old Drake or new Drake? And I'm judging you for this answer.
Old Drake.
Okay. Good answer. Beauty or brains?
Shit.
Beauty. Pick one.
Beauty, because you can always get smarter.
So you willing to teach somebody?
Yeah.
You know how much? Okay, you got patience. All right, zombie or vampire? Which one would you rather be?
Vampire.
Really? Why?
Because you get to live forever, I guess.
True. That's true. Right? Okay. And final icebreaker question. Which superpower would you want and why?
Unlimited intel. No, that's kind of crazy. Unlimited intelligence is kind of crazy.
Unlimited intelligence?
Yeah, that would be kind of crazy.
Isn't there a superhero in Marvel movie like that?
Yeah.
What's his name again?
But that's not my choice. Unlimited. I don't think I would want that, because then you know everything, and then
I don't want to know everything.
Yeah, I don't want to know everything, because that ruins life. Like,
it ruins everything. Yeah. Like that.
You know what? Unlimited. Creativity.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah, I was going basic.
Creativity.
What I would say, I was going to do to be invisible.
Invisible?
I want to be invisible. I want to pop up and see what's going on, what everybody's saying about me, what that person is doing.
That's going to ruin your life.
It is.
You're going to be able to walk in.
Right?
All right.
And then I could just pop up like I'm here.
You don't give the wrong person that power, because
that is true.
Weirdos out here for sure.
Let me see. I was watching a Marvel movie the other day too. The one that just came out, the Deadpool. You seen that movie?
Nah.
Oh,
I'm not a
damn.
Marvel guy.
Me neither. I just watch it. I just be doing shit, honestly. Just doing it for the plot.
Wait,
for real.
so you didn't watch the other ones and you watched this one?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
wow.
I'm like, okay, this look like a cool
Yeah,
movie.
don't
Let
tell
me
Marvel
just
fans that.
They
gonna
will
be-
hate me. I don't even bring it up to them because it really gets that deep. And then once I mention one movie, they start talking about old shit, and I'm like, I don't know that much.
I
Like,
didn't grow up on anime. I didn't grow up on Marvel.
you the first, one of the first guys that don't take anime seriously. That's a huge thing.
I was a Spider-Man guy, and I like wrestling when I was growing up.
I used
But
to
I
like
stopped after like being 12, 13.
Same. I used to watch WWE.
Yeah, that was my thing.
Who was your favorite WWE?
Undertaker, I rocked with. John Cena was my guy.
Wait,
I used to
wasn't
get
he the one
scared
that
of
used to be like
Undertaker.
this?
Yeah, that was my guy. That was my guy. John
He's
Cena.
like, you can't see me. You
Undertaker,
can't see
that
me.
used to scare me.
Mine too.
Oh man.
What about the guy with
CM
the
Punk.
worms?
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
What was his name?
I don't know.
He used to scare me. That nigga with the worms. Sorry, not to say nigga, but the guy with the worms.
Yeah. Mark Henry, rest in peace.
See, you took it too far back. I don't even know who that is.
That's the big guy that with the braids. That was. Never mind.
Yeah. Next topic. All right. So we're going to get into today's topics and we're going to teach the people, again, how to manage your funds, get your money right. We are getting older, which means we have to start making wiser decisions and being more mindful and more demure about our spending habits. Okay. So my first question I wanted to get into is, all right. In a relationship, who do you think is expected to be the breadwinner and why?
I mean, like, and I was thinking about this before, but like, I feel like it has to. We can't go on social media looking for what relationship goals should be. It has to do what works for your specific relationship. But for me, I would say the man is most of the time should be the breadwinner because that's just like, I'm a traditional guy, like, but at the same time, people have to do what works for them. So
I agree, yeah.
if your relationship works where your woman has a corporate job and she's the breadwinner, so be it. Everybody is different, but we shouldn't be on social media trying to figure out what we should do in our specific relationship.
Like, I want to be like Moneybag Yo and Ari, and your boyfriend your boyfriend's working at Burger King. He is not getting you that Birkin. He's not getting the Birkin for you, babes. Like, it's okay. Like, he might get there. I feel like a guy with ambition is way more valuable than a guy with a bag. You could date a scammer and he could have the bag today and be broke tomorrow, and he's looking dumb, and he don't know the first move to get that money back.
Yeah.
So
his credit not good.
Can't
buy a car.
He don't got no credit. Never had a credit card. Looking dumb, and he's 40.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? So I feel like starting those habits early is very beneficial. So, like, when did you have your first credit card?
I got my first credit card at 18, right when I started college.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a Discover card.
Mine too.
My mom always told me like, yo, always pay off your credit cards.
Yeah.
So, she kind of made me scared of them, and I
want their money. Pay your money.
Yeah, so I used to just use my credit card and just pay it off right away. Anytime I didn't play around with that.
I wish I was like that. If you know my first credit card story, you're gonna judge the shit out of me.
I don't judge people.
I opened my first.
I've heard a lot.
Yeah, I literally opened my first credit card with Discover just to go to Miami with my aunt.
Oh man.
And at the time, I was working at Starbucks, and they wasn't paying me enough. So I'm like, how can I get? Yeah, I'm like, how can I get quick money fast, like in the next week? I'm like, I'm gonna just open a credit card. That was my very first one with Discover. First line of credit was $500. I was only gonna be out there for 4 days. I'm like, I'm lit.
You out there with just a credit card?
Just a credit card and Vibe.
And just vibes. Kind of crazy.
Credit card and Vibe, just swiping my life away, and came back home to a fat ass bill.
Of how much? It was more than
it was more because I was letting it occur.
Oh,
and it ended up being like twice. The account got closed. It was a lot. It was a lot.
So you got a collection on your account?
I have a collection on it because of the decision I made when I was young. My mom, she also instilled in me like the importance of credit, and I'm just now like catching up and getting my credit in order because I want to buy houses. I want to get the car and not be stressing like, hey, how I'm gonna get this? I don't have no credit. Like, my credit score is 300. What we doing? Like, work with me here. So, yeah. So,
you know what I realized? you know, when people have low credit, they end up spending tens of thousands of dollars more.
Yeah.
In the course of their life, just because, you know, their credit score is
gotta make, because money talk and bullshit walk. They gonna still service you, but you gotta have more money,
right?
Rather than a person with like a 700-800 credit score.
Yeah,
you could go there and leave without paying anything, and you saving your money.
Exactly.
So the life hack is really keep your credit afloat and keep your credit score good, so you could live the life, you know, of luxury, literally. Like the business credit cards, I'm trying to get into that. Like I want to put my businesses on a business card. So the question I have for you personally, because this is also a free consultation.
Of course.
I want to know. So how can someone, like, if you're paying off like your old debt, how can you get out the red to potentially buy stuff in the future and get, because, you know, like lately, since I'm still paying off my credit, I get denied because they still holding on to like my past mistakes.
Yeah. So the first thing you're going to want to do, and there's multiple companies out here, but you're going to want to work with a company that could consolidate all that debt.
Okay.
So you got to find a company that's going to be able to consolidate that debt for you, so you could get it to one monthly payment. And then, you know, after that, that should, you know, lower your utilization down a lot.
Okay.
And then if you got collections, you want to get those collections off your report.
So pay it off. Even if it's in collections?
Nah, if it's in collections, you don't want to pay it off at all because it's already in collections, right? If it's already in collections, you don't want to pay it off. You want to work with a specialist that's gonna, you know, remove it from your account.
Okay, you have any suggestions of companies?
I mean, I help people.
Okay, so do I get a discount?
I don't really.
And this is on camera. This is recorded.
Discounts? Nah, it's already discounted for my people because I don't charge crazy for. I don't really like to advertise repair because my repair clients are the people that are looking for funding. But definitely, if you need some help, we can
also
talk
we're gonna talk off camera because, like, seriously, I want to trying to get my life together. I just turned 26.
Okay.
I'm trying to make
your birthday
better.
Was the other day.
Yeah,
right?
It was 2 weeks ago. I just came from Jamaica. Like, you know, I had a time there. Love Jamaica down. Definitely will go back again, 10 times over. Great experience. But okay, so your answer to the first question, you said it was kind of broad. So you saying like if the woman's the breadwinner, you don't compare your relationship to others.
Yeah. Okay. But in my opinion, like I'm traditional. So I say, you know, obviously the guy should be, you know, in my personal relationship, I feel like, you know, I would like to be the breadwinner so that, you know, my woman could be, you know, a little softer. You know, not have to go to work, not have to be tired all the time.
Yes, because you know? I do feel like that contributes to the harshness of how the woman acts. Yeah. If I'm at work working 8 to 12 hours, people at work pissing me off.
You're gonna give me an attitude.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, sometimes not even directed towards you. We just be so overwhelmed for the day. And surprisingly, a lot of men don't get that concept. Like you literally have to, and I said this in my past episode, help take the load off. If you see I'm overwhelmed at work, be like, hey, maybe you want to switch to part-time. I can probably pick up more hours at my job, or we could come together, figure out how we could bring more money in so we both don't have to work as hard. We're basically a team. Yeah,
and this is with my woman. Like, if you my woman, I agree with that.
Yeah, it's like a case by case scenario because I feel like me personally, I have to be doing something. Like the thought of being a stay at home mom sound cool, but eventually it's like, all right, what I'm doing myself.
And then I just want to be clear. I don't mean soft girl like, oh, you just sit back and like
let me do everything.
Yeah, nah, because when I say soft girl, I mean you get to do what you want to do. I still, you know, would like a woman that's ambitious because like, God forbid, what if something happens to me? Like, how are you gonna be able to run my business
exactly
and be able to help, you know, to continue our legacy together? So I wouldn't say soft where you just blinded by everything that, you know, I got going on. I would just say soft, do the things you like to do. If you know you want to hit Pilates, if you want to have your own business that you enjoy, that type of thing.
Yeah, you know? Have your own Pilates. You know what's so funny? I'm thinking about doing that, but I have like no upper body strength to save my life, or just my strength. I have to rebuild it. And I see you be in the gym too, so I also want to get into that. Like, I see you posted like a recap the other day of where you started and who you are now. So, like, how do you feel? One, how do you feel like you evolved as a person? Two, what necessary tips would you give somebody to, like, get back on the better track so you don't fall down that rabbit hole of, like, bad decisions?
Yeah, I feel like number one, like I'm always revolving. I feel like there's, another level to me, but basically, starting from how I was before, it was just my mindset. It was the most important thing was the mindset shift and like taking life more serious and taking myself more serious and having the confidence to struggle through things that I didn't know about. Like and basically improve my mindset by reading books, listening to podcasts, going to networking events, and also getting around like-minded people. So those is the major things that I would say. If somebody is struggling right now, wherever they're at, just start slow. Like make a commitment to yourself and stick to that. That's gonna give you confidence every day. And then you build on it. So it's just not, lying to yourself and saying, yo, I'm gonna do this and then not doing that. Yeah. If you set out to do something, just do it. But even if it's just small.
Yeah, I agree. Because it took me a while to get to this point. Like, everybody that know me just know that, everybody that knows me know Destiny is unhinged. She just be doing shit. Yeah. She loved to go out. She loved to have a good time. She loved to meet people.
Of course.
But I noticed that was a skill. So I turned that into like networking. The one thing I haven't done yet is go to like a networking event.
Yeah.
I feel like that space intimidates the shit out of me.
It's kind of nerve wracking depending on which one you go and what type you go to. But there are some great, black minority type networking events out there that you'll feel right at home at. It's just
So like a little backstory on me, I went to I applied to be a flight attendant last summer, right? Okay. For I don't know if I should even disclose the airline, but I'll say the colors, blue and red. Okay. It was Pacific Airline, one of the top airlines. If
that could be two companies.
It could be. Yeah. Just do process of eliminations. They've been in the news a lot. Okay. I applied there, finally made it to the final round. It was like my third attempt. Yeah. And they literally throw you in the atmosphere to networks. I was forced to network. So I'm like, okay, I was exposed to it. I know I can do that. Yeah. But now I'm still intimidated by it because it's like, only reason why I did it because I'm like, the end goal is money. So
what's the most intimidating part about networking?
So I struggle with starting a conversation. Once the convo starts, I can talk your head off.
Want to give me some game? Want me to give you some game?
Please do, yeah.
All right, so I be nervous too, okay. But the main thing that helps me is just genuinely finding something that you like about the person, whether it's physical or something that they said when you were walking by, and just complimenting them on it.
So like, oh, I like your hat.
So I like your shoes. They're gonna be like, thank you. Oh my god. And you like, yeah. So what brings you here?
Oh, that's a good follow up because I'm the type. Once they say thank you, I'm like, okay, have a good one. And then they walk away and it's like, damn, I just missed out on an opportunity.
Yeah, so it's all about asking people questions because people like to talk about themselves.
Okay.
So whenever you're having a conversation, let the person talk about themselves.
Let them lead the convo.
Because if you on a date, right, think of it like this, and the guy's just talking the whole time about himself, regardless of what he's going to do you feel like that was a good date?
No. Because you ain't get to know me.
Yeah, so you want to share too. So that's people. People want to get to, they want to be able to share, and then that's how people build relationships.
That is true. Even on dates, I just started like intentionally dating and like going on dates with purpose and trying to get to know the person. So even those dates intimidate me now too, because it's like, damn, I know I'm going into this situation with the intentions of getting to know them, vetting them out to see if they might be for me or not. So I have to ask the proper questions. Like, it's low key like an interview, but not really an interview.
Low key.
It's low key like, are you my life partner or not? Like, are we
What kind of dates you be going on? What do these brothers be doing? I'm gonna tell you right now.
Ooh, I'm gonna tell you my bad date experience.
I tell you if a guy's interested, because I know what kind of date. If I'm interested in a girl, I know what kind of date or day I'm having with her. It's not just to go out to eat.
But you plan it, right?
It's a whole day.
Exactly.
It's not just
those are my type of days. I like day dates.
Let's go out to eat and then what you doing after? Like it's a whole day.
Like okay, have fun. Oh my God. I don't even know if I'm going to tell you this, but I'm going to tell you this anyways.
That's for me.
No judgment, judgment-free zone.
For the content.
Yeah, all right. He probably going to be pissed. Oh, well. Anyways, I've never been to PF Chang's. Let's start there, right? So I'm thinking PF Chang's is like a luxury Asian restaurant. Okay. So he suggests that because I'm like, oh, I'm in the mood for Chinese food. I suggested Say Less because like that's low-key one of my favorite, Asian places. It's cute, especially it's a nice, intimate vibe. It's nice in there. Yeah, you could start there, go somewhere else. I'm like, let's go to Say Less. This man says, let's go to PF Chang's. I'm like, okay, the food look good. Let's go. Fuck it, whatever. We go there. I'm telling my homegirl, and then I told everybody. Everybody laughing at me because they like Destiny. You know what PF Chang's is? I'm like,
what is it?
It gives like the Olive Garden of Chinese food.
Oh man.
It gives chain. It's a chain restaurant. I didn't even know that. So I'm like, I was offended because I'm like, you view me as Olive Garden.
Right.
Nothing's wrong with Olive Garden. I love Olive Garden down. I'm not gonna lie. I love the shrimp scampi, but I was just offended. And then when I go on dates now, I get to know people. I notice if you're not asking me questions, you're not really interested. You're not trying to get to know me. You're just there. You're vibing. I'm leading the conversation. Why are we here?
Nah.
I could have stayed home. I would rather be home. I like to stay. I like my bed. I like the vibe home. I could have stayed home. So yeah, I was taking the PF Chang's. Those are the type of dates. Well, one of the dates. I've been on great dates though overall, but
that's good.
That was a bad experience. That was the most recent experience over the summer. And I was like, I throw in the towel. I wipe my hands. I'm focusing on me because clearly everybody playing right now.
Yeah. I like interactive dates. So like if we go like mini golfing or like go to like a museum or something, like those is the best dates. And then, dinner after or something.
Because I'm competitive. So I need to know how
too.
good you are in certain things. Okay, maybe he's not a golfer. He not good at bowl. He don't got no coordination. Maybe if we in a life and death situation, I don't know if I can depend on him. Like me too. I like interactive dates. Okay. You know that was only the first topic. That's crazy.
Oh shoot.
We chat. This is good though. This is good. It's good. Okay, so I want to get into what's your thoughts on tricking? Tricking, yeah. Are you a trick?
No. No man.
He's like, no. Hard no.
No man. I don't do that. Cause I don't lead with money. I never been that kind of guy. I always lead with intentionality and just vibes. Like if I meet somebody, it's like, this is a genuine, mutual, thing. It's not just I'm looking for you. Let me spend this here. Let me pay your rent. Nah.
Yeah, it never gave that.
I don't care how much.
Pay your rent is crazy. Rent is too high right now to expect niggas just be paying rent.
And then for a woman to just expect some guy to just hand over money for
just because you look good
is kind of insane. Because what are we?
Yeah.
What are you?
You're the ATM.
Okay.
No, I'm joking.
I mean, hey, to each his own though.
No,
if you do that, shout out to you.
It's like a lot
people
of
got to do what
here.
works for them. And fellas doing it because they, if you paying, you expected something in return. So I mean, if that's your end goal, that's not mine.
I have a question though, because it was a topic brought up around this tricking situation. They was basically saying if a guy is just paying for her to just exist, he's basically paying for pussy.
Basically.
You agree with that?
I agree with that.
So one person says not paying for pussy, you're paying for the vibe because they enjoy dating, but and they like the person.
Dating and tricking is two different things.
It is. That is true.
Like if you just spending money just to spend money, if you're with me, like I said earlier, I'm a traditional guy. So if I'm with somebody, they're naturally gonna get stuff. Just because I'm I'm that kind of person. I'm not very stingy, but for you to just have your hand out like, yo, give me this is kind of
I need 2 bands now.
That's kind of crazy.
Immediately.
If you're in a situation, obviously, if you're in a situation and like I ain't got it, and I say I ain't got it, what, you gonna be done with me? Like.
Now it's ruthless out here like that though.
If that's the case, then that's not the person for you. Brothers, if a girl is like that, then that's not the girl for you because
you hear it here
first.
Everybody,
could some people are going through stuff.
Yeah. It's crazy because one of my side hustles, I bartend sometimes. So the stories I be hearing from the other girls be crazy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna I be hearing some shit. So one of my coworkers at the time, her trick passed away.
Oh wow! That's
right before her birthday.
That's crazy.
She was livid. When I say tight, she was tight.
She was tight that he.
She was tight that he died, and I'm not even joking. Like I'm like, oh wow, like you don't even care that the nigga passed. You just cared about his pockets. Bad. And she was like, damn, like I should have gotten a will. Da da da. I'm like,
a will is crazy.
Yo, I'm like, you wasn't tricking right. You wasn't. If you're gonna do that and you're gonna have a trick for like a certain amount of time, you need to be intentional about that. Like this need to be if this is your business, this is how you get your money, then you need to treat it as such. Let me get let me get in a signature, so at least you know you be good. God forbid he pass away.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, sure.
Would you entertain a guy that's just spending money on you? Just to spend money on you?
Old me, yes.
Old you, yeah. Okay.
Old me, yes.
Appreciate you for being honest.
New me, like, you know, the clock is ticking. You know, I'm not getting no younger. And I actually do want a partner. You know, I want somebody that's serious as serious as me, like that wants a family, that wants to settle down. You're not getting that out of the niggas that's just throwing money, because they know they're a trick. Tricks know they're a trick. Nobody's just willingly giving out money. If you are, then something is not right upstairs. That's just what I think. So to simply answer your question, I'm not ashamed of it because I had a time, but no, I'm weak. Okay. I'm not ashamed of it. Like, so it was an experience.
He was just throwing money at you.
It started off as a vibe, like, oh, I want to get to know you. But I noticed I wasn't interested, and I noticed he was just giving out money. So I wasn't like...
You asked for something first?
It was a weird situation. It was more so us going out. I would never ask for amounts of money. Like, oh, I need 500. I need 200. It'll always be like, oh, I want to go here. I want to go out today. I want to do this. I want to do that. And that was like my going out trick. But I never received money. Like,
oh, you didn't receive actual
money? I never asked, oh, can you pay this bill? Experience. Yeah, he was an experience trick. He wasn't like a monetary trick. Okay. If that makes sense. So I caught the vibes, but I didn't get the funds.
Got you.
It's okay. All right. To wrap that up. So, all right, we're going to move on to the next topic. Okay. So I want to know about effective tips on managing money and relationships. And what's your thoughts on like joint savings accounts while dating? Like, you're not married, but you've been with her for a while.
So the first part was effective tips for managing money
in a relationship.
In relationships. Mm-hmm. Me personally, I feel like it should be separate at first. Mm-hmm. And then once you get married, obviously things you know could be merged. But I feel like at first, you know, you should be able to, you know, have a opportunity or a way to be able to manage your money, whether you use a QuickBooks or whatever app you use to manage your money. Mm-hmm. And then you guys come together, and once a week, maybe twice a month, you guys come together and you talk about finances. Maybe if like
have a sit down.
Yeah, have a sit down and communicate. Okay, this is what I'm trying to do. This is what you're trying to do.
Okay.
Talk about goals. Talk about savings goals, investment goals.
I like that idea.
Things like that, and that way you guys are sort of going in the same, you know, direction. Rather than she over here spending all her money on Amazon and maintenance.
That'd be me.
You over here saving 50% of your check, or 50% of your income. It's like you guys have to be aligned. So that's why I say
to lock in.
Have those meetings at least twice a month or every week. You know, so that you guys are on the same page.
I think that's smart. I think that's effective too, because when it comes to relationships, it is tricky, especially if you live with the person. Mm-hmm. You got to have those conversations and like have those real sit down talks. Like, all right, like what you just said. So I'm gonna implement that in my next relationship.
And then if you're married, right? If you're married with someone, and I'm not married, by the way, guys. I'm just saying this is what I
he's looking, y'all. He's looking.
Not necessarily, but yeah. So each person has their own separate account, right? Mm-hmm. And then you guys have an account together.
Okay.
And that's how I would flow it.
Okay. Yeah. At what stage would you do that though? Like
when you get
year
married.
One? Oh, when you get married. Okay.
When you're married, yeah. So if you're just together, the first part, like when you guys sit down, you know, after maybe like a year, once you guys move in together, yo, this is what I'm trying to do with my money. This is what you should be doing, or vice versa. You know, share ideas, and then
Okay. I like the way you think. You got a good head on your shoulders.
Appreciate that.
So in conclusion, I want to end this podcast with asking you one question of what do you want to be remembered for?
Dang, that's a big one.
You can sit and think on that one. Let it ponder.
Just being someone that helps others. Mm-hmm. So I just want to, you know, help as many people as possible, especially from my community.
Okay.
And help people, you know, reach financial freedom. Mm-hmm. Create generational wealth for their families. So do you host classes for your credit? You don't promote credit repair, but so for business funding, I don't host classes, but I give a lot of free game on Instagram. I haven't been doing it as much, but I definitely want to get back on on that. But I don't host classes yet, but I do like to collab with other financial people.
Okay.
And,
So you have anything coming up that you want to let the people know?
Nothing coming up quite yet, but if
anything
people,
in the works?
Anything in the works? Nah, not really. But if you're a business owner or entrepreneur and you're looking to get access to capital, definitely reach out to me at wealthy__ZACH, and we can get on a call and I can help you get access to funding for your business, because the benefit of that is you being able to, because I actually had a business. I used to be in the cleaning industry.
Okay.
And I was using a lot of the income from my 9-to-5 to be able to operate it. And that was the reason why my business wasn't doing well.
Yeah.
Once I got access to over 100K in funding, I was able to run ads, do marketing, pay employees and stuff like that.
That changes the game.
That changed the game. Now I'm a consultant, and I also work as well. But it's been a game changer because now I'm able to have access to all this capital that I can use.
And you could play around and you don't feel limited. Yeah. I think that's something that I want to try. But again, that's why I'm working hard.
It's a process. You got to meet the requirements first. But once you get it, it's such a blessing because it's 0% for the first 12 months.
Okay.
And you could use that money, and it doesn't require no documents, so you don't gotta use tax returns, business tax returns. You don't gotta show like bank statements, and you get access to the capital as long as your credit is good, though.
Okay, well, business owners, y'all heard it here first. Hit up Wealthy Zach, and he can help you get the funding you need for your business. I'm definitely going to take advantage as soon as possible. I need him to help me get my credit together. So maybe I could maybe put together a thing where they follow my journey of me repairing my credit. I think that'd be cool. Yeah, we could do a collab like that. So we're going to end the podcast by pulling from this game called Self Love. Okay. It's literally a self-discovery game. They ask you some deep ass questions that make you like reflect on your life. It's 3 categories. It's present, past, and future. So I'm gonna just let you pick either one. It don't even matter.
Present, past, future?
It's present, past, future.
All right, cool.
Pick a card.
All right.
Yo, I'm
this question is mad funny.
What is it? I answered that already.
Oh, word?
Yeah. I don't want it to be repetitive. Let's see. Ooh. All right. You want me to go first or you go first?
Ladies first.
Okay. All right. It says, what is difficult to forgive yourself for?
That's big.
That is big. Don't want to get that deep on here. All right. Something that's difficult to forgive myself for is like my past mistakes. I feel like I'm constantly reminded of my mistakes when I run into like certain people of like who I used to be. Gotcha. So it's like, damn, like I should have known better, but then again, I was growing and I was young. Yeah. So I had to give myself grace and I had to allow myself to go through that, or else I would have been making those decisions now at my big age of 26. So my past decisions in a simple answer.
Shout out to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so my question is, what do you want to stop apologizing for?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one because
that's a good one.
Because my work-life balance. So like I'm extremely locked in right now.
As you should.
But if you're in relations with somebody, it's not always felt like you care when you are always locked in. But I mean, like I'm in a season right now where I'm really working hard because I want to build something special. My son is 5. In 13 years he's gonna be 18. Yeah. So my time is running out.
Not necessarily.
I mean, yeah. So I just want to stop apologizing for that and really, be intentional about my time. Yeah. So
I like that. Okay. Well, that was a great episode. I want to thank you for coming on the Hey Girl podcast.
Thank you for having me.
We would love to have you again to drop some more tips, financial tips. And we're going to end this podcast with saying, love yourself.
Yeah.
Later, guys.
Peace.
Bye.